Hi everybody, welcome to Highlight Crafts' first Christmas launch of our fabulous collections that we're bringing you this season. So I want to introduce you to our wonderful Christmas crooners. They are delightful. Now, you always know when we've got something special because our design team really do pull out all the stops, and we've got some incredible samples to show you. They are adorable. Now, first of all, I'm just going to have it like so. There we go. Look at that. How adorable is he? So we've used the two different arches and our little characters, and then we've got that beautiful old-fashioned birdhouse in the background and the scene. So that's my first one. The second one, we've gone in and put a lovely scene in the background. We've got our carolers that have got their music stand, and again, they're singing Maybe We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Is that a little bit early, do you think? Never too early as far as I'm concerned. Then it's a lovely little shaker card. How fabulous is this? Who doesn't love a shaker card? Because it's snowing. And again, our characters are adorable. You're going to get your holly and everything else that's on here. And this one is lovely because they've all got their own music stands. Very professional they are. Then again, you can always make a story using two red robins, and this one's been made with the storybook, and our lovely Nat has done these for us. Oh, isn't that just fabulous? So again, snipped in two, use the backgrounds, little archway, and we've got our lovely characters, and I love that we've got these frosted elements in here too, and I'm going to save those two for in a little minute. Let's go through the boards. So what you're going to be getting is, first of all, as always, two red robins have what I think of as a fabulous formula, because we give you the various aspects that you need to create a spectacular card with very little effort. Okay, so we've got the grounding elements. So in this one, we've got our lovely archway. Maybe in months to come, we can have this as greenery instead. And then we've got our lovely green shrubs as well. But at the moment, we've got snow, which is lovely. Imagine putting your little bits of glitz and crystals and your snow and things on there. It would look fabulous. So that is actually going to create a fabulous standalone card, or a starting point for your card. And of course, we have to have our crooners, and here they are, our three little mice, and they've all got, he's got his little lantern, little little hymn books as well. Aren't they just adorable? All decoupaged up, which you can do yourselves, because all of these lovely little images you can actually cut into. Now, there's no detail cuts in these on this one because we also give you the back aspect of them. So if you wanted, you can turn them all round and have the back of the little crooners facing away from you, singing it. Maybe you've got one of our two red robins doors from a different collection, so they can actually be singing towards what they're looking at. Then we have now this. Isn't this just beautiful? It's just wonderful. The artwork is fabulous. So we have our branch that's got the snow and the icicles coming off it. Now, obviously, you can snip into this, absolutely, because there's some decoupage on there and it's already built up, which is lovely. That one is our frozen fern. Then we go on to Christmas isn't Christmas without holly, really, is it? So we've got the holly. Again, this is how you're going to get it, but look how much you can build this up. So if you were to then carry on building that, it can be a whole bush in front of you for you to actually use, or just have it and maybe create an L on the side of your card. But it is phenomenal. And also, if you've bought the SVGs, the Minecraft Studio, you get the extra colorways in that one as well, remember? So that's that one. Then we have our music stand. Two sizes. Just love the fact that we give you that at two red robins. We also think about the aspect and where you're going to be placing your characters and what they're going to need. So again, one of the grounding elements, it makes it a story, doesn't it? So we've got a small one and a larger one. And then this are all the dies that you're getting. So with the arch, you're getting a smaller one, a larger one, and your mats and layers. With the lovely crooners, you get in a front and a reverse. Let me see if I can show the reverse, if I've actually got one here. Just a second, I'm hoping I have. There we go. So with that one, there isn't any detail that you can see. So you've got them all in a row, and that's what I mean, that you've got them in the reverse. Okay, so that's why we've not put any detail for the faces and things in there. So you've got that extra perspective. You've got your music stand, you've got your frozen fern, you've got your holly, and then you've got your beautiful birdhouse as well that comes with the extra pine cones and the fern. So there's a lot of value there that you're going to be able to use. So what I've already gone ahead and done is I've made myself a little card using my Craft Studio to create my backing papers. Okay, so I've done this already in preparation. That is what there's going to be. There'll be a link below, I believe, for you to be able to click on the Minecraft Studio edition of this, so you can then find how to make these exact ones that I've got here. So first of all, what I did is I printed one sheet of each of these off as a full A4. Then I've gone ahead and used an A4 sheet of paper and I folded it over. So I've got like a half fold. You can actually do it and do it smaller if you wanted to and just cut into this, but I used the whole of the A4. Then I've taken the plain paper that I made, a white, and then the smaller of the papers for the actual inside element or the piece that you're actually going to see. So these are going to go in first. So that's layer number 1. Then I've chosen to split this off with layer number 2. And then layer number 3 is that smaller holly. So they're all going to go on there. And then I'm going to open that up because it's easier to work when it's flat. I've then cut into and kept the plain. I've still gone with the white matte layer on here. And then I'm going to pop the large print. Okay. And again, you'll be able to click on the link and find where this is. I'm just going to move that across a little bit. And then what I've gone ahead and done is I've cut out the matte layers of the lovely archway, and I've done 2 of them. And I've done 2 for a reason, because I want to make it a little bit more sturdy. Okay, glue those in place together. And I've done all of these pieces because I want to set this to one side a second while I introduce you to the characters. So this is going to go here, but I'm only gluing on this edge. So I know I need a little bit of glue from there. Okay, sit that on there and secure that in place. In fact, it wants to come down a little bit. I'm just going to stand that up so I've got my actual, there we go. I know it actually touches the base now, so I can set that to one side. So I've actually got plenty of room to put my sentiment here and maybe a few crystal drops or some icicles or something that I want to use possibly on this side, but that's the basic of the card. Now let's introduce you to these beautiful characters. I've got our lovely archway, which is this one. And I'm going to put some glue gel on the back of this, and this will sit on the front because remember the white piece that I've just done is the matte layer. Okay, so I just want to, oops, I'm not going to go mad with this, I don't need very much. Okay, like this. So that is now going to sit at the front like that. Okay, just going to make that sit. Now let's have a look at our fabulous little characters. So like I said, these aren't, let me use my tweezers because it's easier. They're not detailed, okay? So there's no actual pieces, but that doesn't mean that you can't decoupage them, because you absolutely can. It's super easy still to do decoupage, even though you haven't got the detail cuts. Okay, works in exactly the same way as what we've done normally. So very easy. 1, 2, 3. I might just do 2, but we'll see how we get on. So first of all, I'm keeping a whole one. All I'm going to do on this one is where his tail is, I'm following the bottom of his shirt. Okay, I'm taking that leg out. But if you can see, I'm holding my scissors at 45 degrees, okay? I've got an angle on my scissors. The blade at the bottom is facing down and away, okay? My thumb is facing on that, so I can got more control. And I also move the character. Doing that, it eliminates seeing the white edge, because the cut, using your scissors at an angle like that, cuts a chamfered edge, your card chamfered, so you don't get the white showing. Okay, because sometimes that puts people off. And again, on this one, I'm just looking. I want to go around his hand, under that jacket, like that. That's him. And leave him as a whole. Don't need to change that one. And this one, I'm just going to do 2 quick layers. So I'm literally going to cross underneath her skirt like that. So that's hers. So have I got all 3 people? No. I've got all 3 crooners? I have now. So then we can decoupage exactly as I've shown you before. Let's just move my glue gel to that end. I've let it all unravel. There we go. So a little bit on number 1, on number 2, and then again on that one. And just layer these on top, like so. And again with decoupage, it's just like a jigsaw puzzle. I just look for the main feature. Maybe it's the top of his hat, so I know that I've got them back in line again. So let's bring in our card and add our festive little singers on here. Aren't they just the best? So again, a little bit on each one. 1, 2, and then him. And he looks like he's having a whale of a time, doesn't he? He's really singing his little heart out. So he's going to sit over here on this side. These 2 are on this side, like that. I will straighten up my decoupage. Oops. It's a good job I'm using 3D glue gel. That allows me to a little bit of wiggle room. Obviously, you guys at home, you've got a lot more time. You could do these in preparation and have a little box full of all little characters ready and raring to go. Then we've got the fabulous, but this is such a beautiful thing, this birdhouse, it really is. So that can sit, and because I know he's got some glue gel on him, that is also going to help. So we've got the birdhouse, like so. And we do have the lovely frosted branch, which is just beautiful. Of course, we've got the music stand. I'm going to go with a smaller version. There we go. And then in addition to that, I'm going to pull out the holly. So I'm going to use the holly. And I know I've got the holly in the background of here, but it doesn't really matter because this is going behind these lovely little characters to bring in a more 3D element. But look how fabulous that is. Because we've used all the same artwork, the colourway is wonderful. A little bit of glue on here. I think that can sit with him on this. No, I'll put that there. I've got extra berries. And again, snip into all of this. You don't actually need to leave it as is. So let's take that piece off. Snip a couple of the holly leaves off. because you can decorate around the base as well. So that's adding a little extra touch of the festive season. Just going to tuck, oops, get my tweezers, there we go, under there. I've got a few of these little berries. So I'm going to pop that in space. And then these are going to add a little bit more texture on here. And then I can add in, tuck that in behind the lovely birdhouse and add to that beautiful archway. And I am going to add some extra berries on top of the birdhouse, like so. And then this one can just be turned it the other way up. So it's now more like a plant rather than it being hanging down. It could be twigs or trees or something within a glade or something like that. Lift her, pop that there, pop my little stand back in. There we go. And just a couple more berries to bring the red back in. But you can absolutely have lovely Merry Christmas sentiment at the top. So if I now move all of my little characters out of the way so you can see, and then we'll show you a couple more of the samples. I've got a very, just a little bit of a basic show to show you what you can actually make with this. So the samples are the star of the show because they're just beautiful. So imagine putting all of your glitter and everything on this as well, or using your glitter cardstocks that you absolutely can do. If I'm careful and I lift that up, okay, there we have. So it's overlapping. You've got a gap in here. So maybe if it's from us across the miles, you might have got a photo of a family in that frame as well. Or cut two of these out, join them together in the middle so they overlap, and you've got a full wreath of that Christmas archway. So let's show you a couple more of the samples that we've got left. We have got, again, using your fundamental dies, you can absolutely, look, how beautiful is that? That's just stunning. They're all singing. I think they've gone to this little birdhouse. I think they've gone here to visit and they're singing in carols. And then, again, using more of your actual, oh, let me just turn those berries over. There we go. That archway, used it in a very different way here. So we've made it so it's even got a diamond or a square that's turned on its side. So again, using your fundamentals and changing up how you're using your foundations, i.e. your archway and things, have really made that very different. So thank you for joining me while I've introduced you to our fabulous little crooners that are our first Highlight Crafts Christmas launch. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye.
If you want to see more from Highlight Crafts, make sure you click the like button. Subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, and click the bell icon to receive notifications of our future content. You can also click here to see our latest video, or click here to see more videos like this one.